Welcome into Cardinals Today by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Joey O'Donohue, and on today's show, we're talking about major draft rumors for Arizona. A trade down could be in the works for the Cardinals on draft day, which is only a few weeks away now, folks, so gear up, get ready. And actually, we dive right into the rumor that has been going around lately for your Arizona Cardinals and GM Monti Ossenfort. And this comes from Todd McShay that Arizona would like to move back. That's real. There is not an offensive tackle worthwhile at pick number 3 this year. Fair to say. Also, said he was told that someone with a voice in the building is pushing for Jeremiyah Love to be the Cardinals pick at 3 if they stay, I would imagine. Lot to dive in here. Double dose of trade rumors, Cardinals draft rumors that we have to look at. I also want to bring up, I did say this 2 weeks ago. In fact, I've probably been saying this for months. I just dug up the most recent example I could find. I literally said, if you watch this video, the Cardinals would like to trade down to still get Mauigoa if that is possible. That is why you hit that subscribe button, folks. Do not miss Cardinals rumors when I have them for you. I report on them as they come out immediately. Breaking news and rumors for free. Hit that subscribe button. Help me, help you be able to make more Cardinals videos. The more subscribers we get, the bosses at Chat Sports will let us do more Cardinals content. And so it's up to you guys to hit that subscribe button. If you love this football team, I'm here for you with Cardinals coverage. So here's the Cardinals situation, why the trade rumors are really a thing, why they're being brought to light here a lot more as of lately. Number one, it does feel like they want to go right tackle. You've got an offensive head coach now who will help dictate some of the draft pick direction for them. And that is the glaring hole. O-line was a huge issue last year. You did some work in free agency, but right tackle remains the big need. And I think that should be what they go for. You get a blue chip right tackle on a rookie deal for years to come. That sounds like the move. But here's the problem, which makes it a not as easy pick at 3. No offensive tackle in this draft is a top 5 player in the draft. I mean, we're talking top 3 here, folks. The 3rd pick in the draft. If you're not going to pick a top 3 player in the draft with the 3rd pick in the draft, it's a little counterintuitive. And there's going to be some guys in this draft that are so dang good, that are going to be good football players, it's hard to pass on them. And now the Cardinals have this balance of reaching on what they need, which is right tackle. Or do you just trade down then? If you're not going to go with best player available, you might as well get more draft capital for who you actually want to take. Because like I said, there are some great football players in this class, folks. At pick 3, we all know Mendoza's going 1. 2 is up in the air a bit. Could be Arvell Reese. But that means at 3, Caleb Downs could be there. Sonny Styles could be there. Jeremiyah Love is going to be there. I mean, are you just going to let these guys go right through you? You can't just pass on them. You're going to look like an idiot when he's defensive rookie of the year, when he's offensive rookie of the year, and you took a right tackle, who I like Mauigoa a lot. He's the best tackle in the class, but, there's still a couple concerns with him and his arm length. And so if you're not going to take one of the best players in the class at one of the best picks in the draft, the move should be trade down. That needs to be the Arizona Cardinals line of thinking. We want Mauigoa? Okay, fine. I'm cool with that. But then get more draft picks because you can get him later in this draft. Not too much later, though. Don't go too far down. But you can move down a few picks and get him. I also wouldn't mind the best player available approach. We'll talk about that in the love part of this show on the back half. But ESPN went out and made a mock trade for the Arizona Cardinals. Okay? Saying that they should trade down. This is the mock that ESPN put out. The Cardinals would get the Washington Commanders first round pick, which is pick 7. So you don't have to go down too far, right? You go from 3 to 7. And you get a second round pick in 2027, next year's draft. It's something to consider for sure. Although I would say that pick 3 is a lot more valuable than ESPN realizes, I think. Because to another team, that third pick is a generational defensive player, folks, or Jeremiyah Love, for that matter. And what's even crazier about it is Daniel Jeremiah recently said today that all of a sudden Cardinal Tate is in the conversation to be picked second overall to the Jets. Quote, I think Tate is in play at number 2. I think he's entertained at 2. There's a lot of people that need a wide receiver. And if Tate's gone, that third pick becomes any defensive player you want in the draft, which is something that is very valuable for these teams that need defense, folks. Even the Cardinals need defense, need an edge, but it seems like they might not go in that direction anymore. There's been a lot of buzz around the Dallas Cowboys trading up to get David Bailey, who will be there at 3, or any of those defensive studs. Caleb Downs, who's going to be good, has such a high floor. I would be shocked. I wouldn't even say I'm going to be shocked. I know Caleb Downs is not going to be a bust. The worst case scenario, he's just a solid starter. Best case scenario, he's Ed Reed, one of the best prospects we've seen in a while. And so a team will trade up for you. Now, if you trade with the Cowboys, try to get, they've got 2 first-round picks, you do risk losing Mauigoa. Going down to 12 is not the same as going down to 7. All of a sudden, Francis could be off the board because, again, he's the best offensive lineman in the draft. And so you balance that with, maybe the Cowboys can give you a bigger haul because they've got multiple firsts. Also think Arizona loves the 2027 first, but they're going to have the bad 27 pick, so you don't really need it from another team. And so the Cowboys could probably give you more this year, but the Commanders, you don't have to move down too much. And so you do have to balance which is a better trade. But I'll bring it back to the ESPN one. Would you accept this deal? Type A for accept, type D for decline. Let me know in the comments section if you're down to move down a few picks and get an additional second next year, or would you want something this year? Let me know in the comment section. Get your thoughts down below, or at least a letter for A for accept, D for decline. Now let's go on to the Jeremiyah Love part of this story. The fact that someone in the building with a voice, influence on the decisions, is pushing for Jeremiyah Love. Well, I would like to know who this guy is, because I think this might be one of the only smart people in the Cardinals building. Jeremiyah Love is such a good football player. He might be the best player in the class. And you can actually put that back up, producer Ethan, that scouting report of Jeremiyah Love. Because I think not only is he the best offensive player in the class, I'm literally making the case for best player in the class. He's a true 3-down back, big-time speed, and receiving ability. He's a playmaker. He can do everything. He makes guys miss, and it's just yards after contract. He's tough. He's strong. He's physical. Literally does everything for your football team, folks. Had 21 total touchdowns last year. Now, one other thing on the scouting report is that it says that he's too urgent at times, can miss open lanes. I didn't see that. I actually think he had good vision. I actually think he literally does everything right for you. And there's no character issues with Jeremiyah Love. Part of the reason I say he might be the best player in the class. He said after games, he just goes home, plays video games, just watch TV. There's no off-field issues. He's not going out doing anything, causing trouble, doesn't talk too much, just plays good football. He's the best offensive player in this class. And you think about the Cardinals running back depth chart, though, the problem is, and I don't want to say problem, but it's a little weird. They've gone out, brought back James Conner, got Tyler Algier. Trey Benson's still on the roster, a young running back coming off of injury, right? And so it's like, it doesn't give the indication that they would add to that running back room. You wonder, what is the plan there? Is Algier the starter? Is it a committee? It looks like a committee right now because I'd say James Conner still has value. I'd say Trey Benson still has value, and so does Tyler Algier. But Algier was a 2 last year. And so you wonder what they're thinking at running back. Can you pass on a guy like Love? My take, I wouldn't be mad if they took Love at 3. I wouldn't. You are a team that's in the market to get good players. This is a bit of a rebuild, folks. You're in the market to get good players for years to come. This is not a win-now team. In fact, you're really planning for that 2027 class to get your quarterback, it seems like. So, no, I wouldn't be mad if you just told me we're getting a player that's just going to be good. You can't draft a bust at pick 3. Ossenfort's done if he misses in this draft. Some of you are probably like, oh, okay, well, let's screw it up then so we can get Ossenfort out of here. I hear you. But you're picking that high in the draft, don't miss. Caleb Downs, Jeremiyah Love, those are the best players in the class to me. So I would not be mad if you took one of them. But because you have an offensive head coach, I think that's going to sway the direction the Cardinals go in. I think they are looking at Mauigoa and Jeremiyah Love. And whether that means trading down or staying there, well, that's for them to decide on draft day. But because they're not going to go for one of the top defensive studs, the trade down is there. And if you're not going to go with Jeremiyah Love, a team will trade up for you, with you. I've talked a lot about how they trade up for defense, but guess what? Teams are going to trade up to get Love as well if you're not going to go. The Giants, the Titans, have all been linked to Jeremiyah Love at pick 4 and 5. They've been meeting with them. They like them a lot. And then Ian Rappaport today said the Bengals met with Jeremiyah Love. Now, the Bengals are picking 10th overall. Either they think they're going to get really lucky, or they have to jump the Titans at pick 4, jump the Giants at pick 5 to get Jeremiyah Love. In that case, you could move down. I've actually made a mock trade with the Bengals before on this show. Another reason you hit that subscribe button. But someone will move up to 3 if you don't want the top players in the draft. So it's a lot to consider. But if you're the GM and Jeremiyah Love's sitting there, what are you doing? Let me know in the comments section at pick 3 if you would draft Jeremiyah Love. Do you want the Cardinals to do it? Type D for draft, type P for pass, get a letter in that comment section. I appreciate it when you guys all weigh in and we can make this a collaborative show for plenty of Cardinals fans to come together, hang out, and get the news and rumors. Appreciate you all tuning in to Cardinals today. Remember to hit that subscribe button. It is free. I've been your host, Joey O'Donohue. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time later in the week with more Cardinals videos.